Hello friends, once again, welcome all of you in Krishna Professional Consultants and Training Center. Dear friends, today's topic is managerial role in IPR. As we all know that intellectual property rights are in boom nowadays, it must be aware that what are the managerial roles in this sector. Before going towards the managerial role, we will understand that what is intellectual property rights. And before that, we will go one by one with what are the properties. Properties are of two types, that are tangible properties and intangible properties. Intangible properties, we can say that building, land, house, cash, jewelry are the few examples which can physically present. And the second one is intangible property, in which it is not in a physical form. For example, intellectual property is one of the form of intangible property which commands some material value which can also be higher than the value of tangible assets of property. Now we will understand over here that the term intellectual property is usually thought of as comprising four separate legal fields, that are trademarks, patent, trade secrets, and copyrights. Talking about the two major parts of intellectual property, we will divide these trademark, patent, trade secrets in industrial property. Industrial property includes inventions, that is patents, trademarks, industrial designs, and geographical indications of source. For example, Banarasi sari. Here we can see that the intellectual property is divided in two parts, industrial property and copyrights. In industrial property, there is industrial design, patents, trademark, service marks, trade secrets, geographical indications, layout designs of semiconductor ICs, plant varieties, and farmers' rights. Let us understand about what is trademarks. Trademark is a mark capable of being represented graphically and which is capable of distinguishing the goods or services of one person from those of other, and may include shape of goods, their packaging, and combination of colors. Here we are having some examples. For example, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Orange, Nike, Strike. So the name and shape of Coca-Cola, they have registered it as their trademark. The name, the pattern of right, that is a logo type, and it is registered for that company. Here you can see that McDonald's, they have written simple M, but though it is an alphabet, it is written in an artistic way. A sentence given below that, that is, I am loving it. If it would have been a simple sentence that I am loving it, it could not have been registered as trademark. But as it is taken in an artistic way, as it is written in a different way, they have registered it as their trademark. Then we can also register that orange, that is also their trademark. Then we will come towards patent. What is patent? A right granted by the government to prevent other from selling, making, or using your invention for a period of time. For a particular period of time, when you have registered it, when your patent is registered for your things, for your invention, for your ideas, others are restricted to use that without your permission. What can be patented? Man-made things, the things which are prepared, which are made by man, are can be patented. Process or method, any particular process of making any particular thing, or method of making anything, can be registered as his patent. Designs, particular design made by a particular individual or a company, can be registered as their patent. Structure, different type of structure can be registered as their patent. Then software, software program. That software program which is completely prepared by that person individually. He has prepared that program, and in that case only he can get patent for that things. Now, why patent an invention? Why your patent should be why your invention should be patent? You will have your exclusive control over it. If you patent your invention, you will have your exclusive control over it. After that, it will prevent others from copying it. Next, you can commercialize the invention. If you have registered your invention, you have patented it, at that time you can very proudly, and you can without any issues, you can claim, you can demonstrate your talent, and you can claim that this is my thing, and you can commercialize that invention. So it will be helpful for us in a legal way. Then we will come to trade secrets. A trade secret consists of a formula, device, idea, process, pattern, or compilation of information that gives the owner a competitive advantage in marketplace. Then, a novel idea that is common knowledge and is not a common knowledge and is kept in a confidential state. So here, trade secret is not protected by federal law. There is not a general law which can be protected, which can protect your trade secrets, but it can be protected with the contracts signed before the employment, or for the or before starting that work. Your recipes, ingredients, codes, and manufacturing costs, all that things can be your trade secret. Here we can take an example that when Reliance launched their mobile, at that time they have patented it, and they have no any other SIM cannot be used in that mobile. A person cracked that software, and he used BSNL SIM in that mobile, and he was sued by a company for misusing their product. So you can have such legal rights. Up till this, it was a part of industrial property. Now we are moving to copyright, the second part of intellectual property. Copyright, which includes literary and artistic works such as novels, poems, plays, films, music works, artistic works such as drawing, painting, photograph, sculpture, architectural designs, likewise. Now, rights related to copyright include those of performing artists in their performances, producers of phonograms in their recordings, and those of broadcasters in their radio and television programs. Now again we will hear, we can discriminate, we can come into details for this, that copyright protect rights for writing, paintings, musical works, dramatic works, audiovisual works, sound recordings, photographic works, broadcast, sculpture, drawings, architectural works, likewise. So here, up till now, we understood here that what are the two types of intellectual properties. Now we will go ahead with the managerial role, why the management of intellectual property is required. You can see over here that there are two diagrams. First is a raw land, and second one is a cultivated land. If we are talking about intellectual property, if we have not registered it, then it will be like a raw land. And if our intellectual properties are registered, they are managed, at that time it can be like a cultivated land. Here are some processes to manage our intellectual property. IP development, that is planning and implementation, conductive environment, staff motivation, market watch, that is opportunities, competitors, infringers, Then IPR protection, we can take these things: legal protection, trade secrets, disciplinary measures, and IP exchange. If we have registered it, we can have joint venture, joint RD, spin-off, acquiring and selling likewise. So this is intellectual property management. Now, what are the roles of managers to focus to maintain all these intellectual properties? They will have to focus on the points that what are the patents in the organization's existing patent portfolio? What are their existing patent portfolio? They will have to focus on it. Has the organization identified the gaps? What investment strategy should the organization undertake? What steps should be taken by organization to effectively manage and develop the patent portfolio? Then where can an organization increase research and development investment to build an effective patent portfolio? What are the potential areas where the organization can license and the patents to gain competitive advantage? Does the technology pose a threat from the competition? And is there any possibility of merger or acquisition? So these are the very important roles of manager. They'll have to take care about all these things while managing such properties. Now we will see that what is the reason of intellectual property management. The first one is capital intensive. My dear friends, if my company is such a big company and if it is taking so many efforts to produce a single product, if it is taking so many years, for example, if we take an example of Mahindra company, or Scorpio, or likewise. So these type of products are taking a huge amount to produce it and huge a long term time also. So if such properties are not patented at that time, it will be a great loss uh, if it is not if it is not registered, that intellectual property, that process, that the things, the variety, that difference from the others, all that things are our uh, innovative ideas of that company. So if that are not registered, it can be a great loss for them. So it being a capital intensive, we have to register our intellectual properties. Second one is irreversible decision. Today's survival of a firm depends on its ability to innovate. The decisions to begin a project on IP development, once started, cannot be reversed. See here, we can say that for in irreversible decision, if it is a, if we are deciding for that intellectual property should be registered, at that time we will have to take care that what part should be registered, how it should be registered, and for how long it should be registered. Because once you have started the process of registration, you cannot come back. It is taking a huge amount to get registered, and uh, if you come back, if you want to come back at that time, it will be a great loss. It will be negative impact of your company too, and it will be a monetary loss too. Hence, in such a condition, you will have to take care of all these things in advance, and the decision should be taken very properly. Third one is legal protection not enough. The reason of intellectual property registration, that is management and registration both, the major reason for this is that the legal protection not enough. The current laws, the present laws available in general are not enough to protect your intellectual properties. In such cases, you will have to go through the registration of your intellectual properties. That is, intellectual management cannot be left to technology and legal department alone. The companies have to evolve innovative marketing strategies for creating barriers to the competitors. You will have to innovate something new, innovate every time, and that should be it should be always different from others. And in this situation, it should be, it is must to get registered. So here we are concluding with, here we have understood that what are the managerial roles, what is the intellectual property, and how it is divided, how it is, how its management is important, and what are the manager's role to manage such type of properties. My dear friends, we KPC Training Center are always with so many new things with you all, the new trends, new requirements, and new training sessions with new topics. So I will request all of you to be with us in social media. Here, I would like to say that we are having some certificate courses also with all these things for law, management, HR courses, and so many other courses also. I would like to request you to be to get registered as our member. Our annual membership is rupees 200 only and 100 rupees per month. In this, you will get one webinar every month with a different topic, career tips, placement help, business startup guidance. We are having some business training programs, entrepreneur training programs, and we are having types for that. So if anyone wants to start his own business with zero amount, also they also can contact us. We will guide them accordingly. And so many programs are there in KPC training programs. As you can see, if you will go on Facebook, you will come to know that how many programs we are conducting in the year. So you will get a 25% discount in all that trainings if you will get registered for that. Thank you all. Friends, please be with us. If you are having any queries, you can give me your message. I have given my WhatsApp number over here. Then we are in Facebook. We are on Blogspot. Please go on Blogspot and like our blogs. And we are also in Instagram. Please be with us. Thank you.